Levi seemed a little, I guess what you could say, a little off pace.
Yeah.
On Sunday, so it was anything to do.
I mean, he's been off the mat. He was, so, I mean, there's no excuses, right? I mean, his opponent came out and got a takedown, and so props to him. But he just didn't have like the same look in his eye and the same, body language and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we obviously discussed all those things, and he just, he hadn't actually made scratch yet. That was his first time making weight, and he'd been off the mat for 4 weeks or whatever the last tournament was. I mean, the weeks all kind of blend together. So I don't think there was any, when you look back on it, I mean, you just think, hey, Levi's just, just Superman robot guy. He's just giving you, and he still gives a great effort, but you could tell he didn't feel great, but he still found a way to finish strong, and I think get a couple takedowns in the third period. So.
Can you see the added quickness from Kurt Reed, now that he's lost 10, 12 pounds?
Yeah, I think he feels better, and he's mentioned that, and that's trying to find that balance with him. I think he's confident, and he likes his weight where it is now. So I think that's the most important thing. Either way, he's just really, really good and tough, and he did a nice job, right? Because he, obviously felt like he tweaked his knee in the match, and he still kind of just went and got a couple more takedowns against a tough kid and finished the match strong. So yeah, really, really happy with his effort and his focus and everything he's doing.
Can you just talk a little bit about him? Because, just 3-4 weeks ago, he wrestled that same guy out in Bethlehem. And
Yeah.
He put up even more points this time and got a better result.
Yeah, we say it all the time, but Greg is, he's just really good, and he's getting better and better, and he's still even just figuring out what he is, I mean, he's just, he's as great as he looks. I mean, he's just even, I think he's still just climbing, he still has more room to grow, and just very strong, just very tough. He loves to learn and loves to get better and try new things, and he loves to compete. So all those things obviously add up really well to him, for him, and he wants to be an Olympic champion and a world champion, obviously an NCAA champion. He's been really close, so I think he's motivated.
Is he lifting a lot in the season, or like what's his strength training regimen like in the season? Because I know he lost those 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's not quite what it was. I think he's just doing a little bit more cardio than he was in the past. It's kind of the difference. But yeah, I mean, some guys. We always have a training and conditioning program, and it's unique to each individual a little bit based on what their needs are. But he likes to lift. If I was as strong as him, I'd probably like to lift too. He's a strong kid and moves a lot of weight around. But yeah, he's been feeling really good about his conditioning.
How would the training schedule work between, with Hofstra, the senior nationals, up to Oregon State?
Yeah, it's tricky there because a lot of our kids aren't going to the Lopen, so we have to kind of make adjustments for those guys. But it's just wherever we're at, we're just going to get some work done, and just like always, our kids go home for as long a holiday as we can give them. That's not always the best training plan, but we feel like it's the best long-term plan for them and their mental well-being and just being excited to compete. And again, it's all about being ready to go in March.
Have any approached you about going to the scuffle at all?
Not really any of our starters. I mean, there's been some guys asking about that, because we can take up to six kids and it not counting. It's something we've been looking into. I don't know where that was the last checkpoint, but it's a great tournament. It's a good tournament for those guys that are, the red shirts and the guys that haven't been able to compete. And but it's not easy for them to get down there. You can't take them, but so there's a chance we'll take some guys to the scuffle, but there's a chance we won't too. So that's not a good answer. Sorry. I mean, you're always looking around and saying, hey, where can we pick up a couple matches and let these get in there and get tested a little bit. Some of those younger guys like you're talking about, like Barr, who hasn't had a chance to wrestle for the team yet, but he did actually win the tournament at the Army. So. Yeah, we just want to keep them rolling. We have some bad news that when we have it, we'll share it, and feeling like there's no reason not to hide it. But Van Ness he's done for the season. So unfortunately, he's had issues with something. He's just kind of gotten tough and kind of got tweaked again in practice, and it just makes sense for him to get it repaired and get ready for next year. So obviously he'll be sorely missed, and nothing worse than injuries. But yeah, if somebody's done for the year, we're not going to play games and say anything otherwise. So.
Is he scheduled for a repair here pretty soon? Like, what would the time
Probably
frame be?
usually
like
at this
something
time
like
of
that?
year, right after the holidays, when all the doctors and trainers get back, just so they have the best care they can have, and they don't go sit on a couch for 2 weeks over or Christmas break and that kind of thing. So.
So how do you help him mentally deal with that? It's got to be.
Well, it was tough because he came in and had to sit most of his first year with an injury, and he's just a tough kid. He's kind of wrestled through some stuff, the last, in addition to what he had repaired. So he's just a tough kid. He comes from a strong family. He has a really good foundation and support group, and obviously we love Shane. And you just feel bad for him. I mean, when there's an injury, it takes days, weeks before you feel normal again as a coach, right? Just because you care about the kids and you feel terrible for him. And he's fun to watch wrestle. I love watching Shane wrestle. He's just he's moving forward all the time. He's just really, really good, and he's just improving at a fast rate. So a little setback for him. Stinks for him, stinks for the team, but that's part of sports and part of life.
How gut wrenching is that as a coach to know a guy, like you said, is fun to watch, but also had pretty much a really good year ahead of him.
Yeah. Yeah, you just there's just not much you can do about it. That's just part of. So of course you're questioning. Okay, what's this? This training, this, that. What can we do to eliminate and prevent injuries moving forward? And how can we obviously help Shane and mentally and physically, making sure he has everything. And but yeah, it's just tough. Like I said, it's injuries are. The worst thing. You feel sick to your stomach, and just bringing it back up. I was kind of feeling a little more normal again because it happened about a week ago. But yeah, it's just makes me sick.
Is Kasich a little light for the weight? Would he be?
There's definitely potential there. He's a good sized kid. He was really working hard to get his weight down to 41. But yeah, he has some potential there. We have right now. We have some kids that obviously can step in there and compete at 49. Hit him and Evans, and Connor Pierce. These are all really good kids that work really hard and are ready to compete.
Anything else?
Cool.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.